How are you? See, you're gonna sit there. So Becca, just sit down for a minute, relax. What can we get you to drink?
Oh, I'm good for now.
You
Thank
don't
you.
want anything to drink.
I'm good.
Are you aware of
Oh, yes.
the board, what this board's gonna put you through for the next half hour? And you don't want anything to drink? Okay,
I'm
so
all
you know
good.
George.
I do.
All right, this is Mickey Goldfein. He's a member of
Hello.
the committee. This is Patty
She knows
Miller.
me. You, yes.
Patty's the president of this board, and Dee Poulos is a former trainer or a trainer. Well, she's a former. Let me give you her title.
Okay.
She was the former Queen of Arlington.
Ooh,
Once the Queen of Arlington, though, always the Queen of Arlington, right? And her sister, Diana Caramicco. And Diana's been involved in racing for a long, long time also. So these guys, these four really know racing inside and out.
You've seen us.
Probably.
So they're just, like I said to the other person who came earlier, it's an interview, but it's more of like a conversation.
Right.
And it's just a relaxed thing. They want to get to know you. Right.
Psychic is different.
I'm good. Ready to kick it.
Oh,
You sure you don't want something to drink?
I'm good. Thank you, though.
Okay. You ladies, everything okay?
We got it from you.
Thanks, you guys. Good luck.
I'll be a scary bunch.
You are.
Now you went to Champaign last year too, right?
Yeah, I did.
So this was your sophomore?
Going to be.
Yeah, excellent.
So your major is what?
I'm an early education major.
So you want to teach elementary?
Not exactly elementary. I'm thinking more like kindergarten through, because my title is birth through second grade. So I can teach anywhere between those elements. So
I'm sorry.
no, you're all good.
Nice. How do your parents feel about you working at the racetrack? Were they horsey people at all?
It was kind of funny because my grandpa, he actually owned a harness horse. So for a while they kind of went at the track and saw him race or whatever. He wasn't a big winner, like at all. He always came in last. But after, yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, go ahead. But yeah, after a while he sold him or someone else bought him out. Whatever he wanted, because it was his dream, so he wanted to try it out. Didn't really go the way he wanted it to, but he had a lot of fun trying. And then when I met Mike, my mom was a little skeptical because it's like
He's Mike.
he's Mike.
Later.
We know Mike.
Yeah. But after like my first week with him, she saw how much I just enjoyed coming here, and she was totally fine by it. She came, saw me race.
I
Exactly.
think before you started ponying, you came out and was working with Mike a couple of years.
Oh
weren't
yeah,
you?
maybe like a good 2.
Yeah, I remember you, and then all of a sudden you were alone with ponies. I said, "Oh God, we needed them."
Right? Yeah.
I've known Mike Slayer since he was a little boy.
So when did you start coming out to the track?
It was like I want to say maybe 2 years after the pandemic.
Yeah.
And then like it was being consistent like ever since. So this would be my fourth coming year.
So had you worked with horses? Had you ridden?
I have ridden for a while, and then I had to stop because I found out I had dyslexia. So then I had to put a pause on everything.
Well, I don't even know what that is.
It's kind of like a learning disability
Okay.
kind of thing where I was like really behind on my reading, my math, and it's just a lot of different things going on. But I got a lot of tutoring for that. I went to several different summer camps. I went to one in New York for 6 weeks who worked with kids like me, and they did like Wilson learning. And then there they had horseback riding, archery, all these other different activities. So I still got my horse fix in there, and I still loved it. And then I came home and I'm like, Mom, can we please like start going back into horses because, it's been a while and I was very stressed out, because I couldn't do anything besides tutoring.
Good de-stress.
Exactly. Yeah.
They're therapy. They're therapy for
Yeah,
us.
exactly.
Let's see, look in the eyes of a horse.
Exactly.
So describe your learning disability. I'm just very curious.
Yeah, so it's basically with reading. So like we tend to switch our letters a lot. Yeah.
Dyslexic,
Mhm.
okay.
We start to write letters, and it takes our brains a while for us to actually process
Mm-hmm.
things. Like we'll read something and we're like, wait, what was that sentence? Like, what did we just read? And you have to like read it again. And it's like a lot of definitions that we're like not sure about either. Um, but yeah, there's like a lot. There's like dysgraphia, dyscalculia. Dysgraphia is like you like let's say you read something, but then like you switch it and like different, so you're not reading the full sentence, you're like switching your words and putting like imagining what things would say.
So how old were you when they diagnosed
hmm
you?
Yeah.
How old were you?
I was maybe 10 years old when they really started seeing it. So,
But you knew before that. That
um,
something.
it was actually really funny because my mom, she owns a home daycare, and we had tons of books, and the kids would, ask me to read, but I had the books memorized because I've heard them over and over and over again.
Yeah.
So my mom got all new books. She asked me to read them, and I couldn't. I couldn't read a single sentence. And that's when she knew something was up, and she went to my teacher. And he's like, "Oh, yeah, she's having some problems," but he never said anything prior, and he probably would never have said anything if my mom didn't come and
Well,
talk
that
to
would have
him
been
first.
sad. You would have
Yeah.
completely fallen through the
Mhm.
cracks.
Exactly.
So
Detox school.
Yeah.
how do they? So now, how do you process? How did they train you to process? I'm just curious.
It was just a lot of tutoring. Like I did what's called Wilson, where they break down syllables like apple and just little words, and then you would clump it all together and stuff like that.
So is it now, you said originally that you'd read a sentence and it would be all different ways?
Yeah.
Okay, now if you read a sentence, is it
Oh,
more normal
yeah,
or?
no, definitely more normal. Yeah. It's just
that's,
from years
that's
of,
so good that they. I mean, it's. I mean, I had a relative that was dyslexic, or his brother. He learned to spell his name, and this is amazing.
Yeah.
But he was also a savant. Are you familiar with that?
I am not, no.
It's like he was brilliant in other areas.
Okay.
And because he couldn't read, he lived his life in numbers, traveled all over the United States, couldn't read a street sign. Everything was numbers. And he tried to explain it to me, and I didn't get it at all.
Yeah.
But it's just amazing how, and he formulated that because he never got any help.
Right.
What is it you major in?
I'm an early education major.
You know what? That's a perfect spot for you because of what you
Exactly.
experience,
That's kind of what I was thinking.
and you'll pick
too.
up on that.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's great. I'd say you've got pretty good work ethic.
I
That's all
do.
you do.
Yeah. And then all that time too, I was also playing the cello. I've been playing since I was 5. And then I was in the CYSO, Chicago Symphony Orchestra downtown. I was in that for a good 10 years too, while all of this other stuff was going on. And it was
That takes a
also,
lot of dedication.
yeah, sight reading too. I could not sight read for nothing. So I was finding videos online, trying to like, listen to my ear, like, and that was also a lot of work. And I still got first or second share
Yeah.
all the time.
Sister
So,
Jan played the cello. This is she's a lot older. Than
yeah.
and played for the Chicago Symphony back in the day.
So when you
Jan, I know. Really?
Yeah, she played the cello for a long time.
she's a cello. When you read music,
Mhm.
did the dyslexia play into that too?
A little bit because it was the counting. It was like the 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. I could not do that. I could not like so I would just feel by rhythm, or like listening. Like if I listened to it like 10 times, I could slowly like pick it up, then I'll just go from my ear.
Does anyone else in your family have an issue?
It's really hard to say. I know some people from my father's side, brothers and sisters, kids, they kind of have something, but it wasn't like
As severe
as yeah. And I wouldn't even call myself severe. I just was never taught at an earlier age. If they caught it earlier, I probably would have been fine, like I am now, but it's like didn't have that support system right away, and it was boom, like it just hit me, and now I have to catch up like within like a year. Yeah.
Horses.
So there was the cello, and then I was in musical theater for a while too, until they closed down. I started when I was, I'm gonna say 7, and I went all the way through. I was like 12, so that was like a big part of my life too, just to go out there and be a different person than when I was.
You can be a different person when you walk through those gates.
Exactly. hmm Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to think of any other hobbies besides cello, music, horses. I did archery too for a while, but that was out of the summer camp I went to. Um, yeah, other than that, it was just probably hanging out with my family a lot. And
Yeah, I say you don't have a lot of spare time after all that.
yeah,
It's good, yeah.
pretty tight there for a while.
So you have siblings?
I do. They're both older. I have an older sister. She is 28. She's actually in Alaska right now. She went up there for a friend's wedding, and then she ended up saying, "I'm moving here. See ya."
Really? She moved to
Wow.
Atlanta?
She's been up there for 4 years now.
Have you gone up to see her?
I want to,
Yeah.
but the plane tickets are crazy expensive. So we're like,
Yeah.
just
What
come
is-
home,
What is she doing in Atlanta?
She works at a pot store, like cannabis
Yeah.
store.
Cool.
We're like, okay, let's see.
Dad was stationed in Alaska. He just loved it. It was
Yeah.
the most beautiful place in the world.
Mhm.
And there's just known people that have gone on those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks beautiful.
She loves it. She loves the mountains, the scenery. Every time she comes home, she's like, I hate the city, all this traffic. And I'm like, yeah. So, and then my brother, he is 25. He's kind of figuring himself out at the moment. He's doing lots of Uber. He paints as well. So he's kind of doing that in his free time. But he's very Mr.
Artistically,
Secret.
or paints like houses?
I think he does free painting, free drawing. I don't know what you really call it, but he has like a whole setup in our attic, like canvas, paints, the whole thing. And he does it. But he's
Good.
the things I've seen, yeah.
What type? What's the
Um,
subject matter usually?
usually is starting to get into people drawing, like faces
Really?
for a while. Yeah, that's about it. Because he's very private. He doesn't show anything to anyone really. It's like very you have to like reel it in. Like okay, ask him questions, even though he won't say much.
Yeah.
So it's whatever. But
You have an interesting band.
I do. I know.
Well, back to questions. Why did you choose Champaign?
Yeah, that's a good question. I didn't really see that many campuses. I saw UIUC in downtown Chicago, and then I went to Elmhurst and I saw DePaul. And then when I went to UIUC, I just fell in love with the campus. It was beautiful. The people were friendly. They had a really, really good education program. And then when I found out they had like a rodeo team there, I was like, sign me up. Like I am going like all bets are off, Only when I went there and I signed up, it wasn't what they said it was. Like it was very laid back. Like a lot of people left or the trainer who ran it before left or something. So it wasn't, what it was. And I didn't really like it as much as I thought it was because it was mostly patterns. I thought it was going to be like barrel racing or roping. None of that, and I'm so used to the thoroughbreds just go straight fast or whatever. It just wasn't what I was interested,
They have a good vet school there too.
Yeah, I saw that.
Take several horses to university for surgeries and stuff.
What'd you think of the area geographically?
I like it. There's a lot of walking distance that you can do.
I'll tell you, there's some great trail running that's down there because Shawnee Forest, I'm from down there.
Okay.
In Missouri.
Yes.
We used to go over there on trail rides.
Champagne.
Shawnee National. Let's go to Champaign or part of it.
Champagne.
Champagne.
Oh, why you are? I thought it was part of it. I'm not looking at. Oh, yeah, I looked at one before. I'm sorry.
Good.
Anyway, great trail riding.
Yeah, there you go. More information.
Not that far for Chris Block's farm.
Yeah.
Champaign is one. They have that farm right on the highway down there, 55, when you go down to St. Louis.
Now Champagne's on 157.
But you know what? It's an extension, I think. They do like research and feeds and
Oh, yeah.
things. And I think it is part of their campus, but it's over on 55. Oh, I think it's just south of Springfield. I think I know as many times I've read it.
You need a Coca-Cola and have a Coca Punch because with this air, as you can tell, the air conditioner is working very well. Huh?
All right.
And it's gonna be hotter tomorrow.
I know.
So you've got other scholarships. That's
I
wonderful.
do, yeah. So that's always a big help,
Yeah.
you know.
That was great to see that.
It's
So
like
how
this-
did you pursue those? Like,
Well, it's because of our income level, I believe, and also because my grades were really good in high school. So it was just, that's just part of it
good.
too.
No, that's good. Let's do that.
Yeah.
So pretty much your tuition's paid and
Mhm.
your books. But then
Yes.
we can help you towards the housing part
Yeah,
of it.
in the food.
Right.
Mhm. Yeah.
The meal plans that. That's right.
I know, it was crazy.
Blake did one semester at Lewis University. One semester. The dorm was 6,000. I forget what the meal plan was and the laundry plan. You know, Lewis is down 55 around Joliet. We live in Palatine, right by Arlington.
Yeah.
After I spent 6,000 on the dorm and the meal plan, plus he drove home every night. After the first semester, okay,
Yeah.
you're staying home, you switch to COD.
There you go.
Drove home every night after bought all the shit for the dorm room. Him and his buddy there, we lived in the same, yeah, because Blake took his car, then I came home every night. Wanted to kill him.
Right.
So you lived in
Imagine.
dorm?
I do, yeah. Mhm. Yeah, my first dorm was really bad. We had no air conditioning, so everyone was just drenched in sweat all the time.
Yeah.
We had really bad mice and cockroaches.
It's,
Yeah. But hey, it's our first dorm experience, you know, it's supposed to be like that, you know.
Yeah.
But this year I'm moving in with one of my close friends who I met through my education program, and we're living in Allen Hall, which is with all the music majors. So that'd be fun. So if I want to bring my cello with me, I can
Oh,
easily
perfect.
go and play. They have a really good like arts and crafts area too. Like a really big like community building pretty much, which would be
Are
really
you
nice.
artsy like your brother?
I can be, depending.
Yeah.
I can't draw to save my life. Like that's just
What
no.
is your forte?
Definitely like in music or like singing or acting. That's probably like where I stand. But drawing, painting, absolutely not. Unless it's like within the lines,
yeah.
then I can do
I can
that.
trace.
I can trace, definitely. Yeah.
In the future, you plan on still doing things at the racetrack?
I would like to. It's just kind of difficult because I don't know where I'm going to be. I'm thinking mostly teaching, but if I do have like summers off, I would like to go and travel and see like where I can end up. It just depends where my placement is in the school system, you know.
Who knows if we'll have a racetrack here next year.
Hope so.
I can finish off the meets.
Mhm.
It's scary.
Seems like you're open to a lot of.
How did you go to know my neighbors?
That's good.
No, he was selling his horse Toddles, and then my mom saw Megan's ad through him on Facebook, and she contacted him, and that's just how it happened. I came by, saw him, loved him, but fell off. And Mike's like, "You're not ready to own a horse." And he's like, "If you want, you can come here, and I could train you, and I could teach you." And then I came that next weekend, and everything just kind
Rest
of
is history.
fell into place.
Mhm.
So
Who keeps turning them loose in the post parade?
I don't
How
know.
many horses have we had
Oh my
scratched?
goodness.
Is it mini pony?
I don't know.
Any party,
don't know.
pony. Horses.
That's terrible. It's
Horses
been at
look
least
so big,
3
it's like-
in the last 2 weeks, at least post parade.
2 in the same race day. I'm like,
Yeah.
how?
Yeah.
How are we doing
How
that?
does that happen?
I don't know.
You'd think that that'd be a little tough when you do have a pony that's a lot smaller.
Well, back in the day, that wouldn't have been allowed. I know Gulfstream Park and that pony wouldn't be allowed out there. And Nikki put the best pony Lorna ever had out of Gulfstream last year because he was too white.
Mm.
Really?
Yeah, twice. But that, you know, that horse is 2 hands smaller than the thoroughbreds. That pony will get hurt. Yeah.
It was a used pony on his off Clyde's field all the time. Remember that?
Here?
No, it wasn't here. It was in Kentucky. Remember that?
Oh,
Vic?
Oh,
she's
yeah,
still,
yeah,
well,
it still does.
what's his name?
I think it's still alive.
Oh, yeah.
Harley?
Harley?
Yep, Harley.
She speaks Harley. You worked with her. Still going
Oh,
strong.
okay.
Yep.
Can't remember the lady's
Boy,
name that
those
rides.
horses didn't budge him.
No,
It's like a brick wall out there.
I'm like, who the hell just started these horses? I'm watching the home on TV.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There goes another. And the day when we ponied, if you had to come off the horse, you hung on. You could turn
Right.
that sucker loose.
For sure.
How many times you get jerked out of the saddle and on your feet?
When they wouldn't let him come inside.
Oh, yes.
You stood out there on the
Rain.
track. It didn't matter, snow, rain, whatever.
If it was 0, below 0, or
People are out
100, we had to sit out there on that track on those ponies.
When they start letting them in, I don't know what it was, but I never used to.
You know, Arlington, after a while, you got to go in the tunnel because they were making too much mess in the pony shack down there. You know, where remember we used to be able to sit down there for a while.
You have to,
And then once the tractors went by, you could go back where you come out on the track. But it's changed. Now the old Hawthorne where they had the paddock in the back, and then we would sit where the ponies sit now, but the paddock was behind that. Then between Sportsman's and Hawthorne. That's where it was at. It was so,
You know what,
sometimes
I
it was so
forgot
cold.
about that. I mean, the Hawthorne barn.
Yeah.
You always think that with Hawthorne was the old Hawthorne was likewise. When we were stable at Sportsman's when he was too, but he'd take a folding chair out and stand on it to watch his horses. Right? Folding chair. Give a death wish. He's an operative about it.
Yes.
You remember his? He put a cone where he parked his car. He parked there and he took a knife to it.
There's no telling. He was a little bit of an instigator. Okay, do we have any more questions for Becca? Is we taking up her 10? But Mickey's thinking of one?
no, I'm just thinking of, do we have any more questions?
I'm sorry, I just.
Oh no.
Well, it's-
You're
I'll
all good.
catch up on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just seems
She'll
like
tell me
you have it.
everything.
Yes.
I do.
You got your goals set.
I do.
Hard work.
Your
I
grade
see
point
great
average
things.
is just a little low, so you want to.
Yeah,
Try to
that's
pick
just
that
because
up.
of the math. I can't do math for
Okay.
anything. But other than that, I'm gonna definitely, keep that up.
It's good. And you're coming to the picnic on Monday?
I'm gonna try only because my mom, she has 7 kids and I help her on Mondays and Fridays. So, I don't know, that might be a little tricky for me because it's.
Because that's
we
when
have
we
2
give out the
babies.
scholarships.
I know.
We have a nice little party.
I know. So I might try to weasel my way, have my dad step in for a few hours.
Flowers. You
Yeah.
should.
You could try.
We'll have a talk.
Yeah,
Because we
right.
figure when we do most of the picnic first, and we start at 11, and usually by about 2 o'clock. Nick, do you think we did the scholarships?
I think so.
Yeah, because you have to get the bingo kind of out of the way.
Bingo.
Bingo
Right.
boy.
Ah, okay.
They have a shirt for you, Mick. Bingo boy.
Bingo Mickey. But we're done with you.
Are you?
Oh,
Oh, okay.
did we torture you
Too
too
bad.
bad?
No, not at all.
It was really nice to visit with you.
Very nice meeting you.
You too.
Hope we get to see you Monday.
Yes, I hope so.
Thank you for sharing about the
Oh,
dyslexia.
of
That-
course. Anytime. It's what I do. So,
But we're proud of you.
yeah, me too. Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Of course, of course. Stay cool.
We're gonna
Thank you.
try.
Bye-bye.
Would it be like a nightmare if we got home and our air conditioners went out or something? Could you imagine? Well, I've got to smoke a cigarette real fast and then we'll go conversing with everybody out in front. Oh, does anybody have any thoughts? Hey, do we have any thoughts on these 3?
On what?
And the three people we just did?
You know what, I'm really, the most difficult one's second, but I still, I mean, I think they're deserving of scholarships, and this one, we've got a lot on the ball. It's not easy to deal with this list.
No,
The only problem I have with the second one is the online isn't worth $6,000 scholarship.
But, you know,
And how serious he is, see, having two toddlers and gonna be trying to go to school online. Or am I just being picky?
I don't know if you're being picky. I can't blame you for that. I thought about what you're saying, but I also got the feeling from her, concentrating really hard, that I thought she'd seemed pretty
Real sincere,
and
Yeah.
really wants to
finish her
I think
education.
go move forward.
Right.
Wants to get past
Right.
what
I think
happened
her kids
before
are
and
pretty-
move forward. Yep.
She wants to provide that, got that feeling.
And I think a lot of them that have, well, we've had so many good students because they've seen how rough their parents have worked all these years at the racetrack and they want to better themselves. So she's one of
So
those
she,
kind.
yeah, I mean, was she the one that lived on the track